You lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Let's wait for 10 seconds for all the anime watching losers to leave the video because of their low attention spans. It's 10 seconds. There'll come a time in your life where you would have taken it too far, where your business is 96% bankrupt. You have 4 employees, they're threatening to leave. They don't believe in you. They're like, there's no way you're going to save this business. Yet you keep pouring money in hopes of turning things around. There'll come a time like this, not just in business, but in family, relationships, everywhere, where you just take things too far. You become obsessed with what your goal is. Whatever you want, you become obsessed with it. You become obsessed with the girl. You get her anyhow, like you do anything. You move mountains for her. There'll come a time. Men especially have this magical ability to believe in things that aren't even true and that aren't even possible. And to fully convince ourselves that these things are possible. And be willing to kill people in order to defend our ideas and or in order to prove them wrong by actually achieving those ideas, by giving up our lives for it. You know what I'm talking about, right? If I could give examples, it could be like Hitler, for example. Like he's hell-bent on like eliminating the Jews and taking over Europe, etc., taking over the world essentially. And he will die to protect his ideology. He will kill anybody to protect his ideology. These are not evil people. These are just people like us with different beliefs. Hitler, I don't think he was evil. He was just us. We have the same killer instinct in us. We just don't act on it. Another example in business could be Elon Musk. He wants to go to the moon. Nobody believes in him. First private company, etc., etc. But yet, he doesn't like. He's laser focused. Like he gets angry when somebody criticizes him. Like he believes. He truly believes, and he will prove everybody wrong by his action. We have that unique ability. Like girls, they don't really have that. Like some girls do, but rarely will they like kill somebody to defend their ideology because it's just not in their nature like that. So when you do get a belief like this, where you do want to prove a point to the world or to your parents or to anybody, okay, that I can leave college and I can absolutely make money, I can do this, I can get the girlfriend, I can make the money, I can build the body despite whatever. When you truly believe in something, there'll be 2 kinds of people. One will be the person that needs other people to believe in said idea. So let's say I want to build a body. I'm like, I absolutely will build a body, but I also need other people around me to validate me that, okay, Shrey, come on, let's go. You'll do this, you'll do that, etc. You need people to believe you also through your action. And the second type is that the one who doesn't, essentially. The one who doesn't give a fuck about other people, what they think, but instead cares about their own validity. As in, okay, I've said this, I need to make myself believe that it is possible. So none of them are wrong. You can absolutely want people to believe in you. For example, so it's just a mindset essentially. So let's say you are wanting to quit college and start a business. Some people will want the support of their parents, right? So their main goal would be to, okay, I must make this much money. I make this so I can show it to them and they can be like, okay, Shrey, you can now start this business, grow it, etc., etc. It's just a thing that people need. Okay, it's fair enough. But then there's the other person in the same example. He's like, okay, my parents are not allowing me. Fine, I'll start this business alone. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to grow it crazy. I'm going to grow it massive, and I don't really care if they approve it or not. Like I'm still going to do it. Okay, there's 2 types of people in this. Essentially, the common theme with both is like nobody's going to believe in you at the start. Like even down the career, like some people are just fucked up in the brain where they just have to taking risks when they don't have to. Elon Musk, like perfect example, like he's taking, like people to this day still don't believe the shit he says. But that's like you have to be a bit like crazy in the head to be operating at that level. But he's the kind of person that he doesn't need approval from others. He doesn't need approval from the stock market, clearly. He doesn't need approval from his board. He doesn't need approval from his parents. He doesn't need approval from any of these people. Yet he continues to do all these things. So my question to you now is, what are you going to die to defend? What is your ideology of life? I want you to journal after this video. Even I'm going to journal after this video, I promise. And you can see my journal. I'll publish it live. So you can go to the description and see my journal, what I'm writing of what will I defend on this planet. What am I so aggressive about? So I personally, I'm aggressive about, I want to eliminate corruption. I want to build wacky businesses. I want to convert boring industries into exciting ones where the common businesses, they cannot compete with me because of their lack of creativity and their lack of thinking. They just keep thinking like, how is Shrey coming up with these crazy ideas, and how does he have the balls to execute them? I want the world to think of me of that kind of a business owner. I want to bring back the Gurukul system. I want to eliminate this bullshit system of kids studying for bullshit exams where the odds of them succeeding is just so monumentally low that they choose to suicide themselves. They choose to end themselves rather than having some kind of other solution available for them. I'm talking about the UPSC kids and all these IIT kids. These are some problems that I want to solve, and I will burn to defend these ideas. I would burn the world to defend these ideas. Okay? Already I have hatred against many people for like being supportive of these different ideas, which I'm super against. So this is what I'm defending. This is what I want to do with my life. Question is, what are you going to defend? What are your ideologies? Do you care about bringing back the marriage system? Do you care about just like going out of the city and living alone, in isolation? What do you care about? What is that one ideology or one way of life? It could be many as well, but let's start with one. What's that one ideology or one way of life which you would die to defend? Okay. For example, my granddad, he's like quite old now. I deeply want to document his life. I want to do a podcast with him, podcast series, long one, private podcast. It will be within the family. But he just doesn't want to do it. But like, is that burning a desire of like something like that you want to do? Just something. What is that thing? And you would die to like actually get that thing done. Everybody has that thing. You don't have to worry about the possibility of you achieving said thing. Is it possible for me to end corruption in India? I don't give a fuck if it is or not. I'm still gonna do it. Same thing, like you want to build massive buildings in the world, like you want to become the best architecture in the world in terms of wacky designs, like something that people will just stop and just look at and be like, oh my god. You want to be that guy? Go for it. Is it possible? Who fucking cares? When I say nobody believes in you, that is true. But one thing that I've spotted again and again is that in every great man, there was like, well, most great men, they had like a woman by their side where that woman used to like essentially believe in everything. Like if the guy says, "Arey, I want to do this," she'll be like, "Okay, you can do it." Like she would support him. So this comes back to the original argument where some people just need somebody to believe in them, whether it's their parents, wives, girlfriend, and some people don't. So if you're that somebody that needs somebody to believe in you, or just needs that extra push, like it's not necessary that your parents have to agree with you. It could be the stock market, it could be the board, it could be people you care about, it could be your wife, girlfriend, or whatever. But this is something that I've seen, and you also know what I'm talking about. Believe in whatever the fuck you want. Set goals however crazy you want. Nobody's gonna believe you. Even if it's not possible, who gives a fuck? Like right now I'm seeing like, if you just see a problem, like if you see it takes too much time to go from your house to your school, just think, let's make it your mission. Listen man, I want to build a bridge here. Is it possible? I don't give a fuck. How can it be done? Easy. Okay, and just don't quit. Like, I know that's a stupid problem. I don't think nobody's gonna no, none of my viewers are like actually give a fuck about bridges and all, but it's just an example. And I encourage you to go through my journal right now and see what I have planned in terms of what will I die to defend if it comes to death. Okay, if you like this video, just give me a follow on Instagram, send me a DM, your thoughts, whatever, and like the video as well. And I'll see you in the next one, man. Take care.